everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken on stream as I was trying to test everything out in the first couple days. So there will be some of me interacting with chat, but I'll try to narrow it down to make it as focused as possible for you. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So let's go ahead and grab our Jhin. We have Jhin at the 5 stars. We have most or all of the bonus nodes for him. So we get the Explosive Finale, we have the Mana Flow, Gold, Support Champs of Vampiric Scepter, Stagehands has Shadow Totem. That will probably be very, very good, especially once you get them at 6 stars. Spells you acquire in the Adventure have Oracle's Lens, and Mystic Shot has Charging Sigil. I know a lot of people are annoyed at these upgrades because they're like seemingly random. The thing is, a lot of these are actually going to be pretty good. For one, Mystic Shot having extra damage is just nice. If you get him to 6 stars, this damage can be essentially increased by 4. Stagehand giving Shadow Totem, really good because it already has Ephemeral, so you're just getting 2 copies of this card. They also get Challenger, so you can either use them as good blockers or, again, be able to attack the enemy. And one thing you can do for this is if you, again, have them at 6 stars, they can grab stunned units, and those units are going to take quadruple damage, so these will both be pretty huge removal tools for you. Spells require an Oracle's Lens. No, you don't necessarily have Predict synergy, but the thing with Oracle's Lens is Predict is always solid, just to try to make sure you are getting a really good or a needed card next, to make sure you're not drawing out dead cards. It's going to really help your consistency. You just, hey, I really need a stun card. Predict, there's a stun card, get that next round. So no, you don't have crazy Predict synergy, but it's just always giving you solid value. And then the same thing with your support champions having Vampiric Scepter, just giving you a little bit more sustain. So while you don't have like crazy synergies with these, it's not like these are bad effects. They're still giving you a good amount of power regardless. But let's grab him here. We should probably try a different build, just because this is the one we've been using for a while, even though it's so good. I think we have his Relic, but I don't think it really matters as much right now. Sure, though. We'll go ahead and grab that. We want to go for like a Crown Guard and Steel Tempest. Sure. So this is going to be a worse build, but we want to switch things up and not just constantly using the one same gimmick to absolutely annihilate the enemy. But here, power your skills deal 1 extra damage per stunned enemy. When we level him, he stuns all enemy targets. We can immediately rally. By stunning all targets, he then can have his attack effect where you're dealing 4 to all stunned enemies. That attack effect is going to hit even harder because of the Whisper and should do a good amount of damage. So we'll go ahead and grab this, and let's again try to go against the Blade Master. All right, support champion. Fiddlesticks will probably be very good, just because then we're always drawing Jhin. So yeah, we can grab that there. Now Jhin is one that likes his deck, so it will be interesting, but hold it will be very nice. Let's go for the draft. Not really a fan of any of these. This is a slow skill, so that's something. Elusive Mist Wraiths. This would be a 4 cost though. Sure, that's overall seems solid. Deal 2 to a unit, draw 1 at next round start for each damage dealt, grant them fleeting. Sure. Wuju, so these are both burst. With Jhin, you don't really want burst speed spells. Then we can go for Acorn, the Hex Technician. Spellslinger for the stun, that'll be decent. Fast speed, the opponent discards the lowest cost card. 4 to an enemy that attacked this round or is stunned. Having a 2 cost with Farsight, that seems okay. I do love Tricksy Tentacles, but that will be pretty good. Production Surge, that'll be nice. That one's just too expensive. That one's burst, so I guess let's go for the Prowling Cutthroat. Burst is kind of a troll card, but I just wish this card got deleted from the game. I hate it so much. Fast speed. Sure, we can grab that as just a general unit, and let's go for Sparring Student. Let's give it a Falling Star because we know we're going to get it. Thank you so much. Happy to help. Good luck. So that one's already stunned. Yeah, we could just immediately go for a Falling Star and annihilate him. Let's go for the Mist Wraith. Honestly, these predicts... I think the predict is actually going to be better than most people realize. having that consistency will be very good. Granted, we're going to predict a lot, which might be a bit of an issue. We will pass for now. I think we'll skip the block, and now we'll just kill that unit. Oh, right, our ones are doubled. We could get Jhin on the board. Sure. Kill a unit. That seems a little much. Deal 1 damage to it, but this will do 2 damage because that unit is stunned. So sure, let's... Also, it's going off twice, right? Stunning him is definitely unfortunate. And now it's a lot bigger. But we can... This should be able to do enough damage to kill him. Oh, right, it's your skills. Right, I keep thinking that this is affecting your spells and your skills, but no, it's just your skills, which is definitely actually a little unfortunate, not gonna lie. Let's drop this one right here. We'll try to get our rally going next round. We're 2 effects away, but these 2 can attack, get some damage down. That really, really sucks, because we're going to get our level up, rally, all of that, but he's going to be stunned, so he can't attack. That is very unfortunate. Oh well, let's drop this right here. We still should be able to win this round.
I hear it now. The thunderous applause. The audience loves you.
Although, I guess for the skills, your Lotus Trap counts as a skill, so that's dealing extra damage to the Nexus, actually. That's pretty big. Let's go ahead and stun him here. So now our skills are going to deal, like, 4 extra damage. So we are targeting this unit. We're not actually killing him, so this damage isn't our 4-star going off. That is just our Lotus Trap hitting them for 5 damage. Right here for 9 damage. That's pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, Lotus Trap's doing that damage. I wasn't really thinking about that one. Nice. Slot bot, gold coins. We have 5 rerolls, so I think we're okay, but we also have a good amount of gold. There's a little bit of a toss-up, but I feel like we're probably going to use more gold. So I think let's go for Grandfather Fae. We'll get rid of Falling Star. And we'll hold it to 1 Spellslinger. So this will go off twice, or it should. It's a single target spell, so it should kill him. More copies of Jhin is fine. Alright, solid. Yeah, we can drop this here. And we'll play this one. Kind of just for the skills. We're already below 15 cards. I think let's go ahead and attack again. Let's go ahead and stun that unit. And I think let's try to get our Jhin on the board. Deal 2 to a unit, draw 1 at next round start for each damage dealt to them. That seems, yeah, I don't necessarily want that much draw. The Dancing Grenade isn't bad because it gives us 2 spells next round. And this will trigger a Lotus Trap, which is going to deal some decent damage.
We must all strive to be worthy of the art.
Yordles in their portals.
Let's go ahead and stun that one as well. So now we can attack. That attack will level us and do a ton of damage, and then it's going to give us our attack token again. Because we're going for his ability. That's triggering a Lotus Trap. That is then leveling us. Oof. Definitely a bit unfortunate of that one. But we could just drag it aside and, yeah, still be all set. GG. Play, deal 1 to anything your skills drain. It's a little expensive. I think let's stick with the 2 cost. Gold chest and Kelp Maidens. I don't think we need both of these, and this one we're going to draw regardless. Alright, so this will be strong enough to kill him. Like that. Short production surge. Here we are kind of over predicting just because we have a lot of these spells. Normally, you're not going to have this many predicts. It's just for us. We have, like, this is the drafting mechanic, so every spell we got has a predict on it. Here, let's... do we want to stun it? Do we want to hold off? I think let's just hold off for now. So we can stun that one. Now this skill is going to deal more damage because we do have stunned targets. Sure, let's stun that one as well. Have we played any spells yet? I feel like this one should go off twice. Was that this round? Oh, I guess we maybe already used that this round, yeah. Let's open up with this. Go ahead and get that one a little bit further down, but we'll... Yeah, I guess we can kill that one as well. Of course. So we were about to drop Jhin. We should have been able to get his effect to go off this round, which would have obviously been very good. Unfortunately, though, the game had other plans. So I don't actually really care about the damage as much. But let's go ahead and drop this here. This will give us some decent units. It'll give us another stun target. All right, let's go ahead and attack, and almost ending. So we can just drop a Dawning Shadow next round, get a kill, and that will end the game. All right, GG. Nice. Sure, Mystic Shot looks fun. That's not too bad. Stargazer or a shop. I think we'll try to go for Stargazer, see if we can get something good. Create a fleeting Sharpen Resolve in hand. It costs 1 less. I think let's try to get something a little bit better for us. Allies of attack grant me 1 power. Damage to my Nexus, grant your allies impact. Try one more. First time we damage to enemy Nexus, cards cost 1 less to play. When an ally is targeted or supported, we don't do that much. When ally strikes, grant it 1/1. We're not really getting that many actual good things. This looks better. Grant an ally 1/1 for each unit that died. Summon a Ghastly Band. I think we'll just do this to have another like unit and or blocker. Let's go ahead and we're probably never going to play Crowstorm, so let's go ahead and cut that. And let's go for Vagar. Let's get rid of a Dawning Shadow and the Falling Star since we know we're going to draw it. Let's go ahead and try to get him down. Yeah, that would be okay. We're really going to be good if we can pair up with Echo. We have so many predicts now. All right, let's drop this right here to kill Vhagar. And we'll just pass for now. So we could drop Jhin already, but I don't necessarily think that would actually be the best. I'm a little bit worried about them attacking, but I think let's still try to go for our Acorn. All right, Acorn was supposed to be able to strike for us. When you draw a card, Terrify 1. I think let's just go for Prowling Cutthroat. Their darknesses are strong enough to just flat out kill Jhin, which is a little scary. Let's go ahead and try to get some kills here. Yeah, I probably could have targeted the enemy that had more health. I was just focusing on the one that wasn't stunned. So we can actually drop a Prowling Cutthroat, and by dropping them, we can also get our Mist Wraith. And then we can go ahead and attack like this. Alright, so Jhin is close to leveling. I mean, I kind of... Our Lotus Trap will trigger and just do 2 damage. That's dealing 16. I think we might just kill our own unit because it's going to essentially damage their Nexus more. Actually, wait, no, this is going to go off twice. So we're actually dealing like 24 damage right here. Or more, I think. Does the Nexus count as single target? No, it does not. Sad. So when we drop Jhin, he's just going to level. We can go ahead and kill that. I think let's still drop the Prowling Cutthroat. Man, those drains are incredibly annoying. Alright, let's drop our Jhin. He'll give us a rally. He'll stun their entire board.
Play our part. Beauty of tragedy.
And then we attack and GG.
Step into the spotlight, everyone.
Let's go for... Well, let's just go for Shadow Totem, because now we're dropping him and then trying to end. Having 2 of them both do their attack effect would be pretty good. It's also... The modifiers are just adding another layer of complexity. Card you draw costs 1 less. That sounds pretty good. Sure, let's go for Spells Chest. 46 damage by a 6/6 Jhin attacking. Yeah, it's pretty insane. This is okay. We have our Jhin in the opening hand. That card, we know we're going to draw it again. Yeah, we can go ahead and kill that one. We already have double Jhin. We don't really need to get more. Let's go ahead and stun that there. And we can go ahead and just kill that one. And sure, we'll just attack with that one right there. So we could drop Jhin already, but I think let's just build out our board for right now.
Out before they know they're bleeding.
Sure.
We've been through a lot.
All right, so 5 out of 6. We more want him to be able to get his attack effect going. 8 damage is a ton, though. I'd love to just do that straight to face. I think we will drop this here. Yeah, that unit is stunned. I mean, it's going to overkill anyone regardless. Sure, let's drop this right here.
Stay hidden.
So we could stun that, or we could kill this unit. Alright, so let's go ahead, attack, do as much damage as we can. Do we want to go for double Dawning Shadow? Sure. And we can drop this to kill that there. And we're almost ending just from our 4-star. We could drop Jhin, we could also just go ahead and attack, and GG. Let's go for the Eager Apprentice. Burst speed caught me on the same target, so it would be a ton of damage. This would give us a lot of units. I do kind of like the Dancing Grenade, and being able to play this before we get our Jhin isn't too bad. Sure, let's try to go right there. Sapphire Crystal, okay. Lethality will be decent. Let's get probably 1 copy of this. Let's grab that, grab this. There is another shop right there. So it's like we could get some other good upgrades, but I think let's go for the epic shop. Let's try to go for Mirror Mage. All right, this should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop this guy, because we can somewhat play him for free. Let's play this to get through their spell shield. And sure, we can drop another Eager Apprentice. This, we should probably wait until it's going to deal double damage. So let's go for a Production Surge. All right, right here, let's drop this and kill that. And then let's just attack and get a pretty good amount of damage down. The Dancing Grenade is nice. Sure, we'll go ahead and drop this since we'll get it going up twice, giving us 2 mana for next round.
Something to reflect upon. I see you.
Let's go ahead and kill this one right here. All right, we kind of have too many units, but I think let's go ahead and attack with everyone right now.
Excuse me? I learned that in class. That's a good one.
All right, now here we can drop our Jhin, and then we should be able to end this round. We are close to being at a level. Honestly, we could just like Mystic Shot that right now, but I think we'll hold off here for a moment. Although, yeah, this is already going to do enough. Ripperino, GG. Aftershock, that'll be nice. Although Boom Crew is also really good. I like that it saves the upgrades you get from your starting deck. Sure, we can get that. And let's try to hit up the shop. We have a lot of gold, or a decent amount of gold. Sure, extra mana. I think that'll probably help us more than them. Let's do a reroll here. Some decent fast speed spells. This one is pretty nice and cheap, so sure. I think let's get rid of Loaded Vessel. We're normally not going to play it. Also, it's funny that you have, or we have 44 Nexus health. Let's go for Master Yi. This is okay. All right, so we start with 4 mana. I think we'll actually, well, I guess we can drop an Eager Apprentice first. Let's go for a Dancing Grenade, just because this is going to give us extra mana next round, 2 skills next round. It's proccing 2 skills right here. And sure, we can just go ahead and attack. These units dying is perfectly fine because then we get a falling star, which could deal 4 damage to him, although he's going to stay stunned every round. Sure. Alright, so we already have now 8 mana, which is pretty good. I think we'll try to drop Jhin. We might not be able to get both of them to attack, but both of them getting their Lotus Traps going will be nice. We can drop this right here, get some good damage down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stun an enemy. Okay, well, that really is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and stun that unit right
I
there.
have prepared something very special.
So we could go for another second bounce. We are 2 away from being able to get our next effect off. Sure, let's
The audience.
kill that unit.
Not breathe in, breathe out.
Well, that is definitely unfortunate. So we can kill that unit. That'll trigger another Lotus Trap. This will let us get our
I will give them a show to run.
rally and stun.
I knew you'd find your mark eventually.
So now he can attack and do an absolute ton of damage. GG. I think a build like this is able to work. Not necessarily the best, especially in this modifier where you're not actually able to get your normal starting deck. With Jhin, his starting deck is actually pretty good about having a lot of cheap units that have a lot of good spells. It makes you much more consistent. This one, it's kind of all over the place a little bit more. But these two combination together can be very good for just getting a massive attack going. And then his Relic is an interesting one. It doesn't affect your spells at all, so you really have to be relying on your skills, which again will be better with your starting deck where you are using more units with skills. Obviously, I like the Gatebreaker and Double Riptide better, but I know that build can be a bit boring, so you should pretty much just drop Jhin and end the game. So this one is interesting. You do have to try to play around it a lot more, but a couple times you can see that massive combo potential would just drop Jhin, everything is stunned, you attack, and just kill all units, the enemy Nexus as well, and it's super good, especially with this 4-star, because by killing all those units, you're dealing damage to the Nexus, and overall, it is, yeah, pretty good. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to see me playing any of this live, definitely check out the Twitch channel down below. Link is in that description. Hope you have a great rest of your day.